Hey guys, today we are looking at a problem which is a mix of both geometry and algebra. Given here is a right angled triangle ABC and it is right angled at B. So we know that AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Most familiar Pythagoras theorem. Now these three sides are given in terms of some variables in the problem. AB given to be x. So here it will be x squared. Then BC given to be x plus 14. The whole square equals the right side is AC squared, which is 2x plus 2 the whole square. This implies on the left you have x squared. Remove this bracket, you will get x squared plus 28x, which is the 2ab term. 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 14. Then comes b squared, which is 14 squared, and 14 squared is 196. On the right you will have 2x squared, which is 4x squared plus 2ab, that is 2 multiplied by 2x multiplied by 2, which is 8x. Then comes b square, that is 2 square, which is 4. Now let me write this first. Rather we are switching the sides. So writing this first, 4x squared plus 8x plus 4 equals, here on the left you have x squared plus x squared, which is 2x squared plus 28x plus 196. Now take these three terms to the left. So 4x squared minus 2x squared it becomes. So 2x squared. This will be 8x minus 28x, which is 20x. The next term will be 4 minus 196. So that will be minus 192. As you know, plus becomes minus when switching sides. And this is what you get. You can see 2 being common. Let me divide throughout by 2. You will have x squared minus 10x minus 96 equals 0. So we got a quadratic equation in x. We will solve it using factorization method. You take the middle term whose coefficient is minus 10. We will split this number minus 10 into two numbers such that their sum should be minus 10 and the product should be minus 96. Okay, let me take minus 96. Let me factorize that into two numbers so that their product is minus 96. Obviously, one of the number has to be minus and the other should be plus. Then only you will get, on multiplying these two, you will get a minus sign. So, and these factors, those numbers are to be above 10. Because if you take two numbers below 10, the product is not going to be 96. So look at numbers, one of the numbers at least, about 10. Okay. And look at the factors. 96 you can factorize in many ways. One of them is 16 multiplied by 6. If you look at these numbers, put minus sign for 16 and plus sign for 6. Now if you multiply these two, that will be this. And their sum will be what? Minus 10. This is what I meant by splitting the middle term, or rather the coefficient of the middle term, into two numbers such that their sum should be minus 10 and the product should be this constant number multiplied by 1. Multiplied by 1 means basically this number you should get. If there is some other number only, we need to multiply this number by that. Here you can just ignore it since the coefficient of x squared is 1. Okay, now we will write the given equation as this way. X squared, this you are splitting as minus 16x plus 6. Look at this. That will reduce to minus 10. Then write the third term, 96 equals 0. If you put it in this form, and if you combine the first two, rather these two and these two, take out the common factor, you will get it factorized into two linear polynomials. Okay, I will show you that. See, if you combine these two, you can see x being common. Let me factor it out. Inside you will get x minus 16. Combining these two, you can see 6 being common. Let me take it out, 6. Inside what do you have? X. And here it will be minus 16. Because plus 6 into minus 16, it will be minus 96. And equals 0. Now look at this. You can see x minus 16 being common. Let me factor it out. X minus 16. Inside what do you have? This x will be from here. And this x from the other term. You got it factorized into two linear polynomials. That's equal to 0. This implies, as you know, x minus 16 equal to 0 or x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, this gives you x minus 16, taking 16 to the right side, x equal to 16. Here when 6 is taken to the right side, you will have x equal to minus 6. Rather, these two are the two roots of the quadratic equation we had. See, x is the side of a triangle, so it has to be positive. So we will reject this negative value. So x is equal to 16. This is the triangle we had, ABC, in which AB was x and x is found to be 16. And BC was x plus 14. So that will be 16 plus 14, 30. And the hypotenuse was 2x plus 2. So 2x plus 2 means putting x equal to 16 here. 2 multiplied by 16 plus 2, which is 34. So this side is 34. And BD is the median. Now we will apply one result from geometry. If you take a right-angled triangle and if you draw a median to the hypotenuse, median, which is BD, that will be half of hypotenuse, which is AC in this case. There's a result like this. Median drawn to the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle is half the length of the hypotenuse, which is what I've written here. Now, AC we have found to be 34. Substitute that value here, 34. On simplifying, you get 17. Rather, BD equal to 17, which is what we have been asked to find out in the problem. So this is the final solution. So the two basic things you need in this problem, in fact, three basic things. One, you should know the Pythagoras theorem, which we are all pretty familiar with. Then you should know how to solve a quadratic equation. Then the last thing is the median drawn to the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is half the length of the hypotenuse. With these three basic concepts, you can easily solve this problem. If you liked what you saw in my video, please hit the like button. And if you're watching my channel for the first time and have seen the solution helpful to you, please help grow the channel by subscribing to it and pressing the notification bell to get notified of all other videos of mine. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.